Welcome back. It should come as no surprise that visual artists have been creating waves in the music business for years, given that music and art are two forms of expression that are intrinsically linked. This weekend in Johannesburg, the music and visual art fusion, an unimaginable immersion for art lovers event will be taking place. Through this special partnership, music and visual art will be combined to provide spectators with a multi-sensory cultural experience. This project emphasizes the rich tapestry of South African art while showcasing the collaboration between two cultural fields. To elaborate, the musical duet Marumofemme has joined us in studio, and visual artist Mamase has joined us through Teams. Ladies, thanks so much for coming through. We appreciate it. Let's start with you here in studio. I mean, just talk to us about the relevance of this event.
Thank you for having us again, Mari. The relevance of this event, I mean, the fact that we are combining arts, lovers of arts, lovers of music, lovers of poetry and storytelling, it helps us to weave that tapestry in the sense that people are able to experience, you know, these artistic expressions or creative expressions in its fullness, you know. As creatives, you know, we explore different aspects of our artistic elements, and that's what it will do for the audience and the people who will be there.
And just talk to us about the music and visual art and how media really tends to use that more often.
Yes, so it's art meets music. We all know that, especially with musical artists, we tend to blend a lot of visual arts, especially in our photo albums, not photo albums, musical albums. And a lot of shows that we create as well, listening sessions of those albums, we tend to infuse a lot of art. So with this event, it gives us an opportunity to really dwell within the artist space, as well as it will be in a beautiful garden setup. So that also helps us enhance the whole artistry that we'll be experiencing on the day. And we will also be experiencing a beautiful live performance by Mandisi. So that will also further enhance, you know, the full tapestry, like Mamela said, about the art industry.
You know, we tend to forget that music duet has faces. You are the faces of this duet. Just talk to us, just introduce yourself rather, your names and how you got to be involved in forming this.
Okay, so as a duet, we are not just a duet, but we are sisters as well, blood sisters. And as sisters, we've always been lovers of art and music. And through that love, we established a movement called Marumofemme. Marumofemme is basically a movement or arts and culture association where we infuse different creative elements and produce events. We also perform at events. So we are, in the artistic aspect, we are DJs, and that's what we'll be doing as well at the event on Saturday. So we'll be the DJs or music curators of the day.
And your names as well? I'm sure.
Yes, I'm Kopano.
You're Kopano.
Yes, we are the Pule sisters.
Mamelo and Kopano Pule, yes.
Mamase, talk to us about this. Thanks so much indeed. Talk to us about this. I'm sure you're looking forward to this.
100%. Yeah. We're really looking forward to it. And like you've said, this is art and music coming together. And for me, I believe that the two create a multi-sensory experience, you know, for the audience that will engage both sight and sound, right, which will offer them a richer cultural and emotional experience. So I believe that food is also a form of art, and 250 on Cedar has really put their best foot forward, and that's what's called soul food. So we really encourage everybody to come through and enjoy the event.
And how would you explain your musical style? Because there is creativity in there. Just talk to us about how you pick, you know, the way you play, those lines.
I wish I played. I am a visual artist. Yeah. So I'm a painter.
Okay.
So my specialty is oils on canvas. I am based here at August House, which is an artist residency in Johannesburg. And my works mainly explore the themes of identity. So I seek to answer the questions, the 5 essential questions of life, which is who am I, where am I from, what can I do, why am I here, and where am I going? So that's what I generally play around with, but visually, so painting.
Yeah, indeed. And how do you go about choosing what you have to communicate through art? Because I think that's quite important, the message that you'd really love to put out there.
I think it's literally what we actually go through, right? I mean, you do find artists who decide to go surrealism and paint dreamlike paintings or sculptures. But for me, it's just facing certain things that I've gone through, the journey that I've gone through in my life, which are questions that you find that other people also either struggle with or have found answers to, or, you know, so it's just sharing, it's asking the questions, it's having the communications and the conversations, you know. I have a 95-year-old, well, she's 96 now, grandmother, and I have nephews. So you look at life throughout its spans, and also when we do our research to see how have things evolved over the generations, and that's how I then pursue what message I would like to portray in my pieces.
And back to you, Marumofemme. Let's talk to you, Kopano. Just how you pick up those lines, the style that you guys actually choose for perhaps certain audience. Talk to us about that going into this.
So we play a multitude of music, but mainly we focused on the jazz aspect of things, because we know that jazz usually is the beginning of a lot of other genres, which is hip-hop and neo-soul. And so with our sets, we mainly look at the main artist, of course, which is Mandisi. He's a famous trumpeter. So our set will be mainly based on celebrating the South African music, the South African heritage, and artists in general that contribute a lot to the music industry, not just with playing instruments, but also as scholars, because as we know, Mandisi is also a scholar in jazz music. So with our sets, specifically the one for tomorrow, it'll be basically a lot of South African heritage from the past and from now. We mix the timeless and the new with all our sets so that we get also the full spectrum of the music in itself. So yes, with this specific event, we aim to also give the audience a little bit of school, you know, within, yes, a little bit of music school within our set, so that we always get in touch, you know, with the new artists that are releasing music as well right now in South Africa and internationally. So yes.
And just the importance of sound, because that obviously when you play, you need to grab the attention of the fans. Talk to us about that. How is that important?
Sound is you know, it triggers a lot of things. I mean, as even when we were born, the first thing in the belly that we heard was the sound of your mother's voice. And from that, you are able to then, it can calm you. It can, you know, even when you have anxiety, even when you're happy, I mean, that's how we express ourselves, through sound. And especially in South Africa, as South Africans, we love music. And that's what also brings us together and, you know, help us to even know each other and to network. So with sound, it's important in so many ways. It's important for our mental health. It's important even in times of good times, in bad times. So, yeah.
And Mamase, to you, I mean, I'm looking at the drawings here. I mean, that's quite captivating. Talk to us, where do you draw that inspiration from to do what we are seeing here?
Look, I believe that it was a God-given talent, and I've always just wanted to explore it. But I actually must mention that from the visual perspective side, it won't just be me. I will be joined by 4 other amazing artists from August House as well, that being Mbali Tshabalala, Kamogelo Masemola, Wisani Manyisi, Bekezela Mabena. And you'll see that together we offer different forms of art. You'll have myself and Gamo. You'll find that we are more towards the portraits side of things. and you'll find that the rest of the guys are being more abstract-based artists. So I think we'll be providing a variety of visual arts on the day specifically. And how we've curated the show is to also be able to complement our jazz-infused artists. So, yeah.
And do you think such collaborations have been getting the attention they deserve? If not, what seems to be the problem?
I think it has been done. I think it's just a matter of being able to do more of it and on a bigger scale. I think we need a bigger voice or a platform, if I may say. But I think as we are coming together now and having giants such as the phenomenal Mandisi, I think, we're actually starting to make a mark. We need to then brainstorm from there. How do we take such platforms further and having a bigger reach, having more people showcase it? So we really do appreciate platforms like yours that give us airtime to be able to express ourselves, to be able to tell more people about the events, that they may be able to come through and experience what we have to offer.
All right, Babalo, let's come to you. What can we expect from you guys in the near future?
I mean, as Marumofemme in the near future, of course, on Saturday we'll be at 2:50 on Cedar, but generally we also host our own events. And we usually curate this. There's a new event that we're going to have in April during International Jazz Month, the Heroines of Jazz. But yeah, just watch out for our social media pages and CompuTicket platforms. And
Kopano, what's your message to the fans who will be anticipating your performance there?
My message is, come for a good time, come to relax, come enjoy, and have a multisensory artistry experience where you will explore different types of music, different types of artists. Like our sister said, there's oil artists and portrait artists. And just generally come and take off your shoes. We're in a garden space at 250 on Cedar Street. So yes, just basically come and enjoy yourself.
Babalo, as well as Kopano from Marumofemme, thanks so much for your time, as well as Mamase. We appreciate your time indeed, and I'm sure a lot of fans are looking forward to the event. Thank you. To stay with us, the Weekend Review continues after this short break.